If you've been looking for animation software for your computer, then you already know that the pricing can be very expensive. Thankfully, there are quite a few great programs available to create high-quality 2D or 3D animation which are completely free. So whether you're just a beginner starting out or professional, in this top 5, I will show you the best free animation software available for Windows, Mac, and Linux. Let's get started. We'll start out with the 2D programs first, and in this video the 3D programs. First out of the gate is Synfig Studio. This powerful free and open source of vector-based 2D animation software has been around since 2005 and allows for the creation of timeline-based animations. It's feature-packed and provides more than 50 layers to create complex projects with various layer types to choose from, including geometric gradients, transformations, and many others. And some of you will appreciate its fully featured B1 system that gives you full control to create natural movements using your artwork. Just like most animation software, Synfig Studio does have a steep learning curve. They do offer a video training course that will teach you the basics on how to use it. There's also a user manual help give you a better understanding of the various concepts, along with tutorials to get you more familiar and comfortable using the program. For additional help, their community forums are a great resource to get advice for your issues. Synfig Studio is available for Windows, Linux, and Mac. Because it's free and open source, it's supported by donations to help continued development. Released in 2016, Toonz is another free and open source 2D program preferred by many animators, often compared to Synfig Studio. It's kind of like the Android versus iOS debate or Pepsi versus Coke, so I encourage you to try both to find out which program appeals to you the best. Toonz is a powerful program and has been used in many commercial productions. If you're a fan of anime, you may have seen one of many of their projects from the Japanese anime film company Studio Ghibli. Studio Ghibli even create a scanning tool for Toonz called GTs, which helps to smooth out lines that are not smooth to make digital painting easier. A ton of digital drawing tools are also included with support for motion tracking, can combine video footage with your animation, and it's compatible both raster and vector images. Plugins can also be added to enhance the functionality, including their SDK, which allows anyone to manage effects in Toonz. If you want to learn how to use it, you'll find tutorials all over the internet, including some great content on YouTube that will teach you the basics to help get you started. In addition, they also have an active community of users in their forum to discuss anything related to the program. Toonz is available for Windows and Mac OS only. Credo, which released way back in 2005, is a free and open source graphics editor we've mentioned in prior videos over the years. While it was designed primarily for digital painting, it now includes animation tools for frame-by-frame 2D animations. While it's not as feature-packed as the other two mentioned, it's a great place to start for beginners. It includes touchscreen and drawing tablet support. Some of the features include onion scanning, so that you can see several frames at once. They make it easy to color code and arrange frames, in addition to export your results to video. It also includes audio import support on their site. Whether you want to learn digital painting or how to use their 2D animation, to have a massive amount of documentation, including a user manual, tutorials, and a handy guide to get you started. Krita is available for all three of the major operating systems, Windows, Mac, and Linux. Before we move on to 3D animation software, we'll quickly show you a couple more 2D programs that you might want to consider including. This one called Pencil 2D. It's free and open source, supports raster and vector graphics, beginner friendly with a basic feature set. But for those of you looking to do pro-level projects, the downside is the number of advanced tools is limited. If you want to try out Pencil 2D, it's available for Windows, Mac, and Linux. Another 2D program I've been playing around with still in pre-release is Animation Paper. It includes the necessary features with layers like setup, onion scanning with an intuitive interface which should appeal to new users. While it's in pre-release, it's completely free. When it rolls out of beta, the cost is expected to be around $79. At this time, it's only available to download for Windows and Mac OS. Its Linux version will be available at a later date. If you're looking for 3D animation programs, there are only two programs that you would ever need. First of which is Blender, released way back in 1994. This open source program is so awesome that it's amazing it's still free. It's used to create animated films, visual effects, motion graphics, computer games, and is more feature-packed than most of its paid competitors. Some of its features include 3D modeling, raster graphics, rendering, rigging and skinning, sculpting, UV unwrapping, and a whole lot more. Even include his own video editor with a basic set of tools. Blender does have a very high learning curve. And master its feature set, it's advised that you watch tutorials, including those available on their site. There's also Blender communities all across the internet. who discuss just about anything of interest to you related to the program. Blender is available for Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. Daz Studio is a user-friendly suite of tools released in 2005 to quickly implement 3D models to create renders and animation. While Blender is great for creating 3D models from scratch, Daz Studio lets you start with a hyper-realistic base model and customize it however you want. It includes dozens of morphs for character creation to change the body shape, eyes, skin tone, facial elements, and a whole lot more. The only limit is your imagination. In their shop, they do have a massive catalog of preset characters and 3D assets to help speed up the process, some of which are free or can be purchased. These can be changed to suit your needs, but no modeling experience at all. When finished with your character creation in Daz Studio, you can easily import those projects using Daz bridges into some of the most popular 3D animation software, including Blender. Daz Studio is available for Windows and Mac OS online. You will have to register to get it free. Included in their software suite is another free program called Hexagon, which is their 3D modeling software to create directly from scratch. But if you're going to create from scratch, you're better off using Blender. Thanks for watching. Links are in the description. Hopefully this video helped those of you looking for free animation software. If it did, give this video a thumbs up and share with others. And if you're new to our channel, subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on our newest top 5s and other tech-related stuff here on Zain's Tech.